Hello there, welcome back to Congo. Last time I realised that I can't actually vassalize Mutapau or kill them. Basically I have to conquer them. And I probably will do that. I know I can use them as protectorates, but I did a little bit of checking up on that, and as far as I could figure out, protectorates won't really count for the achievement. The achievement says that I need to own all provinces in Africa, and as far as I see, I need to own them personally. I can't just, well, how should I put this? I can't have a vassal or something like that. It doesn't at least not seem that way. I'll probably have a vassal towards the end, though, if I pull it off, so we'll probably figure it out back then. But as far as I can see, I kind of need to own everything myself. So for the time being, I'll just ignore the everything and just conquer. I think that should work probably to, well as one could imagine. 5,000 peasants. I guess I'll ignore them for now. I'll siege these two provinces and then we'll deal with the peasants. But yeah, I'll find Mutapau and Kilva in the future, and then we're going to continue up the eastern coast here. We're probably going to colonize a little bit more in this area, and probably the island here if I can. I have no idea if the area here actually counts for Africa, but I think it does. Yeah, both of these does, so probably the area over here too. I'll need a navy to deal with Great Britain, but that could also be interesting. We'll see how it plays out. For now, I'll just keep on with the war with Mutapau. I'll probably also, judging by the amount of cash I have, set up a secondary big army here as well. That should probably work out, or basically some add-ons to the army, about 4,000 men. I think that should be fine, even with the current setup. We'll see how it goes. So, the war with Mutapau here is done. And I guess I might as well take everything I can here. As you can see, I don't actually get any diplomatic power costs, so I'm going to take everything. I think it might actually be because of the fact that these guys are they are so far behind me in tech. I would actually presume that. So, if you consider that, I might just leave these guys alone since I can't actually take them right now. I tend to take these two since they do have a little bit of base tax. And also, of course, because this thing is a gold province. But other than that, I don't really think we'll do much. I'm very tempted to take these three for the gold. And also since I've claimed that. But I think that is what I'll do. I take those three. The rest alone, I can do that in annexation later. If it doesn't cost a ton of diplomatic power, I might go another war, take 3 provinces. It shouldn't really be too much of a problem here. The only one who actually bother is Kilva and to some degree Mali, so it's not too much of a problem. But if you consider the fact that these guys will actually most likely join the coalition, no matter what I do, then I guess it's just better to just conquer them right here, right now, get it done with. It'll cost me a ton of administrative points to actually core everything, but I think it should be fine. We'll continue by going straight after Kilva, I think. The truce is up very soon, or in a little bit over a year. So, with that said, there aren't really that much else I really can do. We'll just core everything here ourselves. It'll cost a bit of admin points, but all in all, I think it should, it'll probably work out just fine. We'll figure it out. But, yeah, I think I should probably slow down a little bit to get that missionary school, but I also want to get up to Adal and Ethiopia ASAP. I probably won't sacrifice any admin points after that. So next war we'll probably go for Sailor and these two as well. Vassalizing Adal. Or we might actually just go for taking one of these. No, I'll probably just go for taking these three, but selling them to Adal after I vassalize them. That seems to be the better play. And then take everything down the coast here myself. I could potentially try and lease these guys, but I'm pretty sure they would be protectorates once they're released. It wouldn't actually benefit me at all. So, I'm going to continue the wars that we currently have. It will be interesting to see if I can actually make something out of this. I think I can. And also now, judging by the fact that we're starting to make quite a bit of money, I think I can go ahead there and have 3 advisors without really being too much of a problem. Can't have a military advisor apparently, so we'll skip him for now, but we're definitely starting to look into into a proper country right now, which is great. And I'm going to send that merchant right back to where he is. Timbuktu, do we want to send him there? Yeah, we want to send him to Timbuktu and want him to collect. And let's see here, this is my home, so he'll collect anyway, so I I guess it's fine that I actually got the hint that I can move him. Well, it's not really a hint, but at least the game some way told me that I can move him, and I have to thank them for that. But yeah, we are going to declare war on Kilva on the 8th of, or late this year. So that's the plan. Let's see how it plays out. Military attack 14 has been reached at Tenail. With that, I get combat width increased by 2, infantry fire by 0.5. Can now use a new type of cavalry, Latin Caracol cavalry, and I can build the Tenails. So we are going to still try and get ourselves up to level 15. And then I think we're going to continue the defensive idea tree. We are at least starting to catch up. I might actually go to 16 before I stop. We are just 2 levels of tech behind. I have no idea how many ideas we are behind, probably a couple there. But we are definitely catching up in tech. Unfortunately, my king is starting to get old, and Lucchini, or Alvaro, hasn't yet died in battle, which is bad. But we are closing into another war. He could, or probably will die then. So that is what I'm hoping for. Let's see if he does. War against the Kilva will begin. They could potentially get a little bit of a problem here with Hejaz, but other than that, I think we won't have too many problems. We also apparently have some Patriots. So all in all, I could end up here with a little bit of a troublesome situation, especially with these 16,000 men. But I think we'll try and beat them, try and destroy them, and then we'll set up the siege. So I think everything will be fine. The problem, of course, is that I might get into a trouble with manpower very soon. I'm kind of hoping that I won't, but I can't guarantee that I won't. I kind of confused myself there for a second. Congolese peasants. I believe I have military access with Portugal, so that shouldn't actually be a problem. I apparently do not have military access with Portugal because they rivaled me now that I think about it, so I wouldn't get military access. And these guys have control over my fleet. I think we'll just have to accept whatever they want. It's 10 prestige and a little bit of tax income loss, so I don't think it will be too much of a problem to just lose that. We'll siege Mozambique and we'll siege Zimbabwe, and then we'll continue. Royal marriage with Portugal ended. That's not the good thing, because that means that Portugal might actually consider attacking us, and when they attack, Spain will probably also be involved, which of course wouldn't be great, so hopefully they won't, but I can't guarantee anything. We'll also go ahead and upgrade diplomatic tech here, canal and shipyard, level 11. With that I get an increase in colonial range, not really useful. Can now build a shipyard and can build a canal, so all in all it's fairly useful. We're going to continue our war against Kilva, and Mudapau shouldn't actually be a problem at all. All that remains is really sieging, and we'll probably take quite a bit of land. We'll see how it plays out. Well, this is to some degree glorious. The fact is that the Kilva army is actually trapped here. There's pirate fleet, and apparently I'm pretty sure that their fleet can't actually handle that pirate fleet, and as a result, they ended up, well, trapped. Also, I think if I upgrade or put the fleet maintenance to maximum, I can probably defeat their fleet here. I have superior attack after all. I have no idea if I can defeat the pirates, but if I can, that would be great. If I can take the island here and everything down the coast, then everything will be fine. But yeah, this war will probably drag out a little bit. I want Sila or Houd, whichever I can get, for the simple reason of fabricating a claim on Nadal. So we'll see how that, well, the Sire plan actually works out. For now, the Congolese peasants actually managed to siege. It took them a while, so that is fine. But as you can see, we do have some problems with nationalists and everything. My legitimacy ain't really great, so that is half the problem, and also the overextension. I did not want to boost. I didn't think it through. So yeah, we'll continue the war, try and get what we want here, and we'll see how it all plays out. Also, we have the rise of a pretender here in Ndongo, so that is kind of bad. I died, 2 prestige loss. The air is good, however, it's a Bastillo, 343, so dying here wouldn't actually be too much of a problem. The problem here will be these rebels, so I think we'll have to try and send our fleet here to, well, first and foremost, deal with the pretenders. The fact is that the stability point, I had to take it anyway, since I would have got a negative stability. I got a little bit boost of legitimacy though, so it's not all bad, but it's certainly not great either. The fact that there's men on this island is kind of bad. We might actually have to try and attack them ourselves, which of course isn't great. But we'll figure it out. For now, I'll deal with the rebels, and then we'll continue the war against Kilva. So as you can see here, the Holy Roman Empire is still being douche nozzles. The Holy Roman Empire is now always inherited by Austria. Potentially this could actually be a good thing, because Europe itself will definitely become a battle zone, especially if the Holy Roman Empire forms France. Well, it's not the best. If France manages to keep their ties with Austria, Holy Roman Empire, then it's great. If not, then Spain will probably jump on France. And to some extent that's actually good, but it could also be horrible. We have also more or less gotten control over Kilva, so that's great, but we're kind of in an awkward spot. Let's just be perfectly honest about that. I'm also thinking about that I'm going to save money to get that extra diplomat. Don't really need him right now, but that's fine. I think I might actually should probably try and get my relations up a little bit with militarist Spain before I actually get those guys, well, kicking me, so to speak. Don't really want that. We're going to siege Sila, and I'm also going to just keep on sieging whatever I can here. It'll probably, hopefully, work out in my advantage. I'm also having a problem here with the fact that my manpower is more or less out, so I might have to rely on mercenaries in the upcoming wars. We'll have to see. I think I have what I want now with the Siege of Sela just finished, and with that I can probably get about everything I want here. Yeah, we'll take 2 provinces in the area, then we can fabricate claims on the rest. Or, no, I'll actually take these 2, because then I can fabricate claims on everything up here as well, which basically means that I can, next war, finish these guys more or less. I think at least war score 180 for the annexation. Unfortunately, I'm also taking Muda Pass, so I'm not getting everything I could here, I think, but it seems everything will be fine here. I'll have the overextension to be a little bit too high, but with this, it shouldn't actually last too long, a little bit over a year. I think we can handle that, so I'll go ahead here, send the demands, and with that, I'll be very reliant on ships here. And we finally finished our mission here, the Conquer Timbuktu, created a proper fleet. I think for now we'll go with Conquer Timbuktu. Only war against Mali could actually work for now. Let us go ahead and core everything. We can unfortunately not core Zimbabwe. Things are starting to get a little bit expensive here. Overextension at 112, so we definitely might actually, as I said, get into a little bit of a troublesome situation, but I hope that I can somehow make it work. We'll figure that out very soon. We'll also fabricate a claim on Adal here very soon. And we do have a lot of aggressive expansion with everyone. Well, luckily enough, Spain and Portugal are unfazed by this, but at least Adal, Ethiopia... No, just Adal. Oman, probably? No. So Adal is actually... Yeah, they have the Sub-Saharan Tech Group. It seems like that's a little bit too far. I might actually have to conquer this entire area as well. At least that's what it looks like, since they got negatives here. Well, we'll figure that out very soon. I think what I will do then is save up for that extra missionary before I get into too much trouble. And then we're going to start coring a lot more afterwards. Kilva entered. Again. Seems like it. But yeah, I'm going to start trying to colonize the island here. I have no idea how that will actually go, since it'll be expensive or tough to try and get a hold in there. But hopefully we'll play or make something work. So for now, focus on getting course done is going to be the thing here. And hopefully we can sort everything out without losing too many men. We are very short on manpower. Guess I'll deal with that. Yeah, we'll deal with that before we go. It's annoying little peasants, but not really too much I can do about that. Apparently the inflation... Do these guys... Wow, I got all the natives here. Terrain, crossing. That is bad. That is horrible. Luanda, is that... No, it's not done. Damn it. I might actually be screwed here, but I think we're going to hire some mercenaries. We do have a ton of cash to use, so I guess 6,000 mercenaries should be fair enough. At least until the overextension is sorted out. So hopefully that can solve some of my issues here. Menabe, yeah. I need troops there in order to make sure that the colony survives. We'll try to send a new, and we'll see if we can make something work. So, it's time to take the secondary diplomat here, or not diplomat, missionary here. Missionary schools, missionaries +1. I also have a, tremendous problem right now with manpower. So I'm employing a lot of mercenaries, which costs me a fair penny. As you can see, the religious unity isn't that great, so we are definitely going to work on that. We have a lot of potential rebels, so I think what we're going to do is get that 120 administrative power that we need. We'll fabricate claims on whatever we can in Kilva. And other than that, we won't really do much. We'll sit quietly by and wait, because, well, I can't really use that many men. If I were to declare war on Oman, we'll also get Karakonlu and the Mamluks on our hands here. And the Mamluks are actually, well, starting to resurface, at least in some manner, I dare say. Potentially what I could do is try and vassalize Tripoli, which have, 4, 7, 8, 15, 16. That's a little bit too much. If they hadn't had Alexandria, I could potentially vassalize them and fed them some of the Mamluk provinces, but unfortunately I can't. What will most likely happen is that I'll allow Tripoli to try and attack the Mamluks again, and then basically try to use them to my advantage. I have no idea if I can pull that off, but we'll simply have to wait and see. In other news, I've been able to put up 2 colonies on the island here, which is great. We're also going to get a little bit more money once Luanda here is done. We also have quite a bit of troops here that I'll be able to deploy elsewhere. I think I'll actually send them over here or place them up in the Congo province that I have up here. I'm a little bit unsure really what I really want to do, but as things are standing now, that is probably what will happen. I'll use the troops in Luanda and up in northern parts of Congo. And once we're done with Kilva, then we're going to go into Adel. Once again, I'm a little bit unsure how I want to handle this, especially with Oman and potentially the Mamluks and Karakonlio too. We'll have to see, but I think we might be able to pull something off here. We'll simply have to wait and see. But this is the end of this episode. Next time, we're probably going to go for 1 or 2 more war against Kilva. Potentially try to get ourselves into this area. We will also continue our colonization efforts. I think I'll still just stick with 2 colonies. So once these 2 are done, we're going to start snaking our way up to Morocco and Algiers and try to fight them as well. And see if we can make something work there. The goal, of course, is to, well, try and piss everyone off to some degree. Funny fact here, Norway has set up a colony here themselves. Other than that, not really much happening. Kind of weird to see how things actually turn out here with the French Canada, New Spain, Florida, Spanish Florida. Another Norwegian province, Brittany. I believe that's actually natives. They're still around, which is even more surprising. Of course, the Aztecs, that's kind of weird. But, kind of interested to see what happens here. Incas are still alive too. I believe they are... Yeah, they're actually independent, which is even more interesting to note. But yeah, not really much happening. The only real problem I think I'll have with this game is that once we have to go for the British Isles, or the smaller British Isles, I guess I should call it, because the simple fact that my navy will probably not be able to challenge Great Britain's, and potentially it'll be a little bit difficult to get a hold of there. If I can get an alliance with Spain or Portugal later, great. France, Austria potentially. A Protestant Holy Roman Empire, when I stick to Africa, if I can just get a little bit closer to them, I might actually have to move my capital for that to work, but if I can just get close to them, mind my business in Africa, and get potentially allied to a Protestant Holy Roman Empire, that would be great. But for now, things are looking great. Spain and Portugal is leaving me alone. I don't think they really want to fight me for some weird reason, but if I'm allowed to grow that like this for another half a 50 years, so to speak, I think I can actually fight them then. We'll simply have to wait and see. For now, things are looking good. So we'll continue next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And hopefully, I'll see you around next time. Bye.